3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Bullish Bears, where we give you the dish.
Nice. Love it. That is awesome.
Help me, Lord Jesus.
Welcome to our after hours show today, guys. We got the gang together. So we're in good spirits today. It's been some great trading leading up to today. This week we've had some killer trades, man. We got Stone. What'd you get on that Ford position the other day, man?
I had one Ford position. I think I got 450%.
Nice.
I walked out of there with. That was a good one.
I got 580, same trade, just a little different.
Yeah.
And while I was dealing with taking my wife into the doctors, so that was kind of
amazing. That was doggone amazing.
I was juggling. I know last week I told a little joke about Biff's Almanac there, so I wore my Back to the Future shirt. Ha ha.
Nice.
Every pun intended, y'all, because we saw this market coming. This was awesome. So let me make sure we are... Yep, we are on. So anyway, I'm looking at SPY, and man, we've got some fun stuff to look at, and some not so fun stuff to look at for investors, unfortunately. But this is definitely a good trader's market. We have been having a ball with this, and
trade.
Tomorrow we're expecting some more volatility again, and I think we're gonna have a really good time in our trading live trading room on our Discord channel. And currently we're working through teaching people how to trade strangles and just minimizing risk while learning how to trade options. With a small account even, you can do this, and there's equities out there for just about every kind of trading style. And I think we found a couple where we can make some real easy trades that aren't too hard on newer traders, and we can really teach a lot of options knowledge in that system. So it's working pretty good. So definitely check us out if you're interested in joining us. We're very cost effective out there. We're more competitive than the rest of the bunch, but we're a growing community too, and we want to teach everything we know to everyone we can meet. So help us out. Sign up with our group, or even if you just want to drop us a like and follow us on our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get the alerts. Check us out every time we're live, because we're dropping knowledge every single day.
And you're going to get a lot. You're going to get a lot more. You're going to get a lot more joining our community.
Yeah,
absolutely. And the knowledge we're getting is great, and you can't find it anywhere else.
Can't find this anywhere else.
I want to ask a million questions, though.
Absolutely, that's the whole point. We love questions. We got the truth and answers, and the truth loves being questioned, and the answers love to be spoken.
Can I just ask you a question then?
Sure, absolutely.
You said a couple of good things, and these are the kind of things we're talking about yesterday too, offline. But like when you say you guys are doing strangles and stuff now, that's option level 3. Is that correct?
No, you can do that with option level 1. All you need to be is able to be long 2 positions at the same time.
Right, but so you weren't talking about credit and debit spreads so much today as you were just in directional strangles.
Correct. And then
okay.
The idea is I'm teaching to a mixed group, so there's some that are somewhat intermediate or even advanced options traders. So I'm teaching the strangle, which is the basic long position of this, and I'm teaching how to leg in and out of short calls and puts outside of those strangle strikes, and be able to literally use those to basically reduce your cost basis as you go. Very similar to the way a wheel trade works. You're selling short options against your long options, though, instead of a position, which options are a position. And the idea is you sell them at a higher price, and then you buy them back at a lower price, and you pocket the difference. Well, that difference comes off of your premium invested in the long position. So the other day I was able to the other day I was able to enter a condor position with call debit spreads and put debit spreads, and then I was able to walk in and out of the short legs of that yesterday with Ford, and it reduced my entry from an average cost of 27 cents for the whole setup down to 15 cents for the whole setup by the end of the day yesterday. And then today I was actually able to reduce that even further down to about 10 cents for that whole position. So I'm able to reduce my cost basis in a position while maintaining a long position and the expiration being next week, I've got plenty of time to bring that to a zero cost, and then it can be also a net negative cost basis where I can end up with profit no matter what happens, and that's a can't lose situation. So pretty neat to be able to do that.
That's with Ford.
That's with Ford.
So what type of risk capital would you need to be able to do that type of trading that you're talking about with Ford?
In actuality, if you had a level 3 account, you could literally enter one set of that, with an account size of about $30. I mean, it was $27 risk into the whole position going in, and then I was able to whittle that down to just 10 cents. So I mean, literally, I could open up one more of these on the side and continue walking this into the next week. So
nobody has this information. I look for information all the time because even as a moderator, you still want to grow. So you go out and you got to feed yourself. At some point, you have to start feeding yourself, right?
Right.
And you start learning. Once you get your foundation and you get more and more, and you grow. Well, I'm looking out at things and I can't find anything. And I'm not trying to be prideful for Bullish Bears. I am proud of Bullish Bears. However, I can't find anything that teaches what you're teaching, and that's what we're both teaching here at Bullish Bears, to the degree where you're able to ask a moderator questions.
Right.
And certainly, again, not that I'm going to drop a plug, but not at the price that you're paying for at Bullish Bears. I mean,
no.
it's amazing what we can get. So. I'll ask a million questions on this, and it's really nice that we have people now in the room who are starting to ask these questions, because it's raising questions for everybody. Even I'm going, hey, Jeremy, hang on now, hey, Yogi.
Yeah, boo boo.
Excellent. That's excellent.
Yeah, it's true. So it's good. It's good to learn this stuff. So you could have an options level 3 account and do that type of trade that you just talked, where you reduce your cost basis with $50 or less on an options 3. Now, the trick is getting an options 3 level.
Right. You could have a level 3 account open, and you can do some finagling with your profile. I mean, it's a little bit underhanded. They don't have to know.
Well, I think if somebody could, if they're growing and they're doing it, they can do it. Certainly, it's probably easier for us. But
there's ways you can go out there and find information on exactly how to approach your broker with setting up your profile, and then ask them. You literally request level 3 options trading, but you've got to prove that you are an experienced trader with options, and you also got to be able to tell them that you're willing to take high risk for income. So you're answering all the questions in the way that would make sense to be a somewhat higher risk trader is going to get you there. So once you get into that level 3, you can start playing with the short legs of this stuff. But for now, just learning the basics of it, the strangle is still a profitable trading strategy. If you only have level 1 options trading, you can use it. And you just need to be able to buy and sell calls and puts. That's it. So you literally buy them to open, and then you can sell them when they're profitable. And being in a neutral position also mitigates your risk. So if price just runs through one way or the other, and breaks out, then you can literally close the whole position for a net profit, because the losing side of that trade cannot lose faster than the winning side can win. So it's just
again at the right spot at the right time, and that is again directionally level 1.
Yes,
buying at one price and then selling it at another.
And selling to open.
Well, when you say selling to open, you can't do that with level 1.
Can't do that with level 1. So you can only buy to open and sell to close. So with level 3 comes the ability to sell to open and buy to close. So that's where the things get a little interesting. And it's a little tricky. Sometimes I get people scratching their heads when I'm explaining the short legs of this stuff. But that's fine. Just kind of focus on the long position of this, and you can really gain from that too, because the way that I'm trading it with the more complex strategy is a little more efficient for making profit, but that doesn't mean that the easy way to do this with just the strangle is not profitable. It is definitely profitable if it's managed correctly.
If it's managed correctly and you cut your losses, and even if the losses or both of them fall into a loss if you get in the wrong place, if you're expecting an event like tomorrow, or you're expecting something to happen here this week, you could still inadvertently, if you will, luck out
Absolutely.
and still do fine.
Yeah, you can do really great. And yeah, like I said, when we had that big move, man, it just when Ford ripped the face off to the bear side, and it just so happened I was in the process of legging that position a little bigger the other day, and I was long into some more puts on it, and I was expecting price to come down so I can also buy an equal amount of calls to add to the position. But I ended up not seeing the price action I wanted to do so, and I ended up off balance. I was a few more puts than I had calls in the situation going into the close, and then Ford comes out with that news like, "Hey, let me show you what the numbers look like, or give you a preview what the numbers look like with the situation we're having with the supply chain issues is really hurt our margin." And then all of a sudden, after hours, you just see those big red candles, and I'm just like, wow, what dumb luck. But even a net neutral position would have still profited on that, and of course it did for you. You got your 450% return on that. I happened to get a little bit more because I was a little bit put heavy on that day, on the day before. So
heavy.
It was heavy puts. I was a bear.
You were a bear.
It's pretty neat to be able to do that, and that's the cool thing about a neutral position. Your risk is minimized. I mean, to almost next to nothing. I mean, even if you like totally ruin this trade idea, you still are not going to lose much. It's very unlikely that you can hurt your small account with this. So that's the whole point.
Ideally, legging in is the key, and you want to leg in. You want to buy that put when price is high, and it's going to go back down lower. It's ranging, right? And like we had some range today, so you would have want to caught it at the top of a channel and bought your put, and then when it hits that low part of that channel, that's when you're talking about legging in and getting your call, because now that call is going to be cheaper, and that put's actually going to be probably in the green at that point.
Yep.
So that's what the legging in part is. That's what you mean by legging in.
Absolutely. And
all right, and that's teach us your ways.
We're going to go places, and that's the cool thing. Can
I get a cut on that, Jeremy?
A cut,
please.
Oh,
yeah. So that way I can put that in without having to search.
Oh, through. Sure. So I can just go. There you go.
Whatever. Okay, that works.
We'll make an editing mark.
Great. I didn't hear a thing.
Yeah, noise canceling worked too well, Jeremy.
Oh, did it?
I didn't get a clap.
Okay, hold on.
You can just go.
We'll do that. So we'll get loud on the mic. Sorry about your ears on YouTube there.
This is good stuff, and I personally appreciate it, but I know others appreciate it because Devin knows what I mean. You can't find this stuff anywhere,
no.
and you go, not for free, and certainly
not at the prices we're offering.
Not at the prices, no, not at the prices that we're offering. And I think what's really cool is right now, the guys have been working really hard to get all the web stuff taken care of. Pardon our dust.
Yeah.
There was a mess, and somebody, there was a leak in the internet.
Yep.
and it went under the house, and so they've been having to dig a tunnel underneath to fix that leak. And it's taken a lot of time, but at the same time, we have just got some great folks that are part of the team, and I know that we're building, and it's going to even be a better 2023. So stick with Bullish Bears because we've got the goods.
And the best part of this, the absolute best part of this, and I know that there's not a lot of people out there looking to trade this market. They see this bearish market and they're like, oh, it's not even worth trying to learn how to trade in this. It's the absolute opposite. And
absolutely worth learning to trade in this.
We got what it takes to show you how to gain from the bearish market in ways that you wouldn't even imagine to have been able to do as a new trader. And that's the whole point. We can teach you how to trade profitably in a bear market. And from that, I mean, you can build your knowledge. I mean, the way I was able to build these complex options where I'm legging in, legging out, doing all this fun stuff was just literally learning all the details and then just trying it for myself and feeling it out and figuring out, well, what's the best, easiest strategy to be able to learn that I can teach later. And that's where I came up with all this stuff. And then to boot, you go in and you look at people who are more interested in long positions, like they're buying and holding equities and investing, for their retirement or whatever. there's a way to manage that portfolio to where you can pretty much profit in a bearish market while holding a long position in an equity with some of these option strategies that I teach here, and it's nuts how easy it is to do it, and even do it kind of on autopilot. You can literally set limit orders or you can take a 5-minute part of your lunch break to set up these trades to where it'll hedge your long position and also generate an income from that long position. So there's lots of ways to trade this market and to be able to learn from it, but also to be able to protect your assets from it.
Got to protect your assets. That's for sure. Is it because I think a lot of people think that when the market goes down that they are the type of people that want to hold that want to hold a long position, and so folks don't realize that you can make money in the stock market when it goes down. Just as well, if not better, than when it goes up. But most folks, I think, like you said, have the investor mentality, and they think that they can only make money if they buy low and sell high. So what you're teaching with these option strategies, and certainly there are lots of opportunities, and there's lots of ways to participate in the options strategies that you're talking about, both whether you have an options one, level 1, level 2, and level 3 is where we want to go, because that sounds like that's the place where, with a little bit of risk, a little bit of risk capital, he's cute, you can make a good return.
Absolutely. And yeah, that's the whole point, is being able to minimize risk so much so that even if this trade blows up in your face, it's not going to hurt your account much. That's the idea.
Right.
And we really send it home when we can show our numbers and be like, hey, dude, we're killing this. I mean, this is the more motion in the market, the more volatility in the market, the more it is to become easier to make money in it. So, and then I always say, the market takes the stairs up and the window down, and my goodness, I love trading bearish because that window is a quick turn, and then you got free capital to do other things with the moment it's over. So I mean, it's amazing how fast you can capitalize on that, and that's the whole point. We're looking to show everybody how to trade at every level and at the same time. For everybody from every approach. So we've got day trading tactics that you can use to scalp a market in seconds. We've got tactics you can use to take a trade out to months, or even if you want to hold something forever and ever and ever till you retire, or even pass it on as generational wealth. We'll show you how to protect it and how to produce an income from it. So there's many ways to go about trading in the market, but investing is even better, because you can totally take command and trade like a market maker while holding an investment. So it's pretty cool.
And it's pretty
very cool.
I like it. So how you doing, Devin?
I'm doing good. Why don't we put some charts up? Talk about the market.
Yeah, we got some charts.
We could put some charts up. We did a trade the other day. Devin, you were with me on Tuesday, and we were calling out all those levels. And did you go back and look? All those levels did exactly what we said it was going to do.
Oh yeah.
Because it was in penny stocks.
Because I'm in there with you and paying attention to your chart. I'm not doing my charting along with you, because my computer's just can't handle it.
It can't handle it.
Shut down. Poor thing will shut down.
There you go.
Let me get into that.
I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this? This is Ford right now. What I did was I pulled up a 2-hour chart.
Let me get to the screen here.
Got some.
There we go.
Got a little noise on my chart here, but we can get past all that. This is the average daily range and market maker move type thing. Well, looking at Ford and where it ended and where it is right now, it's about at that $12.73. And if we go all the way back over here, you can see that we've got this big green bar. It's approaching that area right here. It's in this area here, which, if you look, that's where this is a 15 that I have on this particular chart. That's right where the 15 was back in July, on the 27th of July. So we're in this area. What I found interesting about this area is this was part of a a descending channel that we had. This is a 2 hour, and this big green bar to me, like this is the last. If it breaks this, then I would expect it to go down to, $12.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat.
That's how I see it. But the other side is the bullish argument might be, well, that's a bounce spot maybe.
Yep.
Maybe that's a spot where it wants to bounce because when it's been there before, you could see the last time it was there, it held that level and said, you know what, I'm going up.
It accumulated for a while first, and that's the
Yeah.
thing. We're in a place in the market where, if you look at the S&P, it's kind of the same deal. We do have a possibility of accumulation in a channel here before we tip over the edge, so to speak. And I'm looking at. Whoops, let me get my. I got to get this edited just right.
Horse. He goes back and forth. That horse.
He does. Hang on 1 second. I got to fix the.
Saw this lady at the store going in today.
There we go.
She was walking with a mastiff, and I was like, "Nice horse."
I have to go and change my Discord screen display around a little bit. Hang on 1 second. There it is. All right. Sorry. Out there on YouTube, I was totally messing that up. I had to switch the screens around until I found the right one. You really think I'd label them better. So,
Yeah.
essentially, we're at an area with SPY where we can kind of get into some trouble here, but at the same time, we can kind of set up in a channel. And I'm looking at the daily chart. Let me get that going here on the screen so we can talk about it more. And we'll keep our handsome faces on the right side there out of the way. So we're looking at, on the daily chart, we're in a zone where we begin to enter this control candle from all the way back at 6/13, June 13. And if you look at that candle, that's the bottom of that big old crash channel that we had, that spanned from the 10th through the 13th. And that was some bad bearish moves there, but I mean, we killed some of that. But we're in this control bar, and we're in that range, and that control bar repeats right over here.
Jeremy, are you unable to share your screen?
Not at the same time as we're doing this, so I'm doing it out to YouTube, and we'll get it recorded so we can edit it.
Oh, I hear you. I got you.
But anyway, that repeats on 7/14 or July 14th there, same range, and we're right in that sucker, but we're at a key support zone that we closed at, and that's looking just to the left of that candle. We see that we have the July 13th candle right next to it. The bottom of that thing is right where we closed today. So we could kind of accumulate here and then have maybe a little relief rally and get up in the range, and SPY would probably be somewhere around between 387.50 and maybe 370 would be about the lowest it could go in this channel for a little while. Or it could just straight up fold up tent and fall over tomorrow when Jay Powell hits the mic and gives some remarks. So we've got lots of trading opportunities ahead for sure in the S&P, and that's going to be everything attached to it, which of course Ford, and we were looking at American Airlines the same way today. And we're looking at 4-hour chart. We can go down and kind of condense this down to what the price action to be expected is, and we're right at that base of that channel. If you look left here in that area, we're kind of set up to where we can extend all the way down to about 370, but if it doesn't like to be there, if you catch a reversal real quick, that'll make for some great bullish day trading. But if not, man, it is a steep dive after that, because there's really not much support on that 4-hour chart to show you anything above 365. So plenty of range that we can get out of this thing, and tomorrow is going to be kind of a day. I think we're going to get some big moves tomorrow for sure, and I think there's a good chance that we're going to be able to probably swing around in the range for a while before we take that journey. But looking at things like Ford, that cliff is still there, so we do have two sides of that Ford coin. We can trap that range for a while and then tip over, and SPY's kind of looking the same way. And as we condense it down, 2-hour chart, 1-hour chart, it's all basically setting up for mostly range, with the one exception. Looking at the 1-hour chart, we had this nice measured move. We've accumulated. We held support for a while, and then we've developed a third leg today. And the third leg is pretty rare as it is, but then it bounced. And towards the close, it came up, tested the previous support zone from the accumulation through the overnight, through the futures trading, and then it rejected it and got right back down. So technically, we're setting up for another measured move possible here, and that would take us right down to that 365 zone. So look out tomorrow. It could be really bloody, or it could just trade in a big wide range. And there's plenty of markers out there that can kind of show you that it's scalpable. Absolutely. And then my trade nasty.
Where's your sword and your axe, man? Are those you left those in the room?
This is we have themes for like every room in the house. So this is obviously it's our Game of Thrones room. So we're gonna have like Long Claw on the wall and a couple other things before you know it. But
cool.
Yeah, just hang on. We'll get there. We're decorating as we go. It's a work in progress.
Good stuff.
But essentially, if I turn on my chart nasty here with SPY, I mean, we've got the purple wolf is out again. We had a bullish purple wolf in last week, and now we've got the bearish purple wolf this week. So we were able to set that up. I set that up probably on the 5 or 15-minute chart, whichever. But it played right into today's price action. It became an angular resistance point, a breakover point, and now we're above it. So chances are we can gravitate down to the end of that sucker, and that's where that 370 support level kind of floats into play there. So, yeah, I think we're going to have some volatility tomorrow for certain, but there's no way to tell if it's going to bounce big in a range and then accumulate for set up in the next week, or if it's going to just straight tip over. So we'll get into that, and as soon as we see the signals, we'll know what to do. And that's the whole point, is knowing what to do and when to do it. Let me reset the timer there. There we go. So anyway, let me get out of my screen share, and we can chat for a minute. And then I've got a couple things to show us on Ford and American Airlines to boot on the outro, so to speak. Get back into our camera view here. Oops, that's this one. There we go. All right, so we're looking at some things that we wanted to talk about as far as trading psychology goes. There's quite a few things to kind of pay attention to in your trading and pay attention to psychologically. I know Devin and I were touching on that earlier, and it's just that ability to be able to keep your emotions out of your chart and just trade that chart. Have anything you wanted to ask on some of that stuff? Because I've kind of talked about that a little bit, but I talk about that a little bit every day, and I know there's questions on it. It's for everybody, so it's like the how-to.
Oh, okay. We're opening it up. Yeah, right. Leave any questions in the comments.
Absolutely.
Yeah, please do.
And it's the whole point is, like, if you find yourself challenging yourself to keep emotions out of the trade, and you can't figure out how to do it. And I wrote a little bit about this, is to, instead of just sitting there going back and forth in your brain, like, I can't do this, I can do this, or how do I do this, or what am I doing wrong, or and then there's the whole money side of the emotions, like the fear of missing out and fear of losing your butt. There's a whole bunch of things that play there, but that whole fur ball of argument that's going on inside your head, put yourself in the third person, as if you're the rational one in a room watching a couple people argue. And it really starts to put you in a perspective of, like, hey, these two are totally irrational. I know this argument's going to go nowhere, and no one's going to benefit from this. And I can really see how this is going to end. And if you put yourself in that third person point of view of your own mind, your own inner workings of your mind, you'll start to be able to make sense of what you're seeing and what's causing these things to come to the surface in your trading, and you'll be able to take control of it. And I wrote a little article on it called "Relax Trading," and if you do a Google search on that for our website, you'll find it. If you do a Google search under "Relax Trading" space bullish bears, you'll pop right into that sucker. Great article, and it gives you the kind of the details on how to do that exactly, how to put yourself in that third person and take a look at yourself for what it is. It's just an argument in your head. And you've been trading long enough, you look at a chart, you're literally seeing an argument between two people on the chart. You're seeing an argument between bulls and bears. And being able to rationalize that and be like, I know this is going to go nowhere with this battle, but I know this is going to end up taking some momentum when it's over. And that's why you see all these little patterns that form. You see, little consolidation patterns. You'll see little reversal patterns, and that's all it is. It's just an argument. So all you got to do is sit there and picture the rational solution to that argument, and know it before the argument is over.
And price takes the path of least resistance.
Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right on that. So that's a lot of stuff to put together there. That's a big ball of stuff to digest for everybody. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun editing that later. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
Any way to put that link in the video somewhere where folks can get a click on that link to take them to that article? Is there any way we can do that?
I can probably get that done in the edit.
Yeah, I can second that over here, or we can do it in the edit. Yeah, absolutely.
That would be great. Those articles are great.
I've written a lot.
Yeah, I should be able to throw that in. I shouldn't have an issue.
I've been
meaning it's not losing your head when you get into a trade.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And and then you get it. Sometimes that's been my challenge, is getting into a trade and going, oh crap, oh wait, and then you got to figure out, okay, wait a minute, hang on, yeah, let's look at the bullish and bearish argument. But you get in the wrong spot, and then you can lose. For me, my challenge has been losing my my focus, and that's when I hear Devin say, "Breathe."
Goose Baba.
I was listening to Rich Dad Poor Dad, Rich Dad Radio earlier, and they were what I listened to. And what he was saying was, when if you want to figure out a way to how you need to be doing your routines and such, and how to get into the right mindset, look at professional athletes.
Yeah.
Look at them. Look at the way that they get themselves ready to perform. Because typically the same stuff: cold shower in the morning, a little bit of meditation, some exercise, and they string all these things together to get them in the mode.
And then there's
whatever it might be for you, but
and then there's the science. They're like analyzing videos of themselves, and then they're critiquing all the different motions.
Journaling your trades, catching your trades. Yeah, it's a little challenging when you're charting on one thing and you're trading on another. And
yeah,
the thing I'm going to ask Webull. I really wish that they had a way to, TOS will show you your trades, where your entries and your exits are.
Right.
And if Webull could do that, boy, that would be awesome. But that would be really cool. That's been a challenge. Otherwise, so you can do it. You just it just takes a little longer to do it.
Right.
So
I've given up.
It makes for a long day.
That's actually one of our affiliates, Finviz. They do that, and you can connect your trading accounts to it, multiple trading accounts to it, and it'll keep a journal for you. It'll keep a log of all those trades. It's kind of cool.
Finviz does that for us.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did not know that.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool app, and it'll put it in a spreadsheet for you and everything.
Cool.
It's in. If you go to our website and look under tools, and then down in that drop menu, you'll find discounts. You'll find a link to all of our various affiliates, and we've got major discount links to those. So feel free to use those.
Awesome. I didn't know that. We'll have to go look at that.
It's absolutely a gold mine, and we're making affiliate deals quite often. So we've got a couple coming up, and we're in talks with a couple of different companies for putting some APIs onto our website, so you can literally trade directly from our website. That's what's coming in the future. So
wow, interesting.
That's why everybody's working hard.
That's right. These guys in the background, I mean, they're rebuilding the site basically from the ground up and adding all of these features to it, and it's going to be amazing when we're done. I'll just tell you that. It's looking good already, but it's going to be amazing when we're done. So
cool. Awesome.
Keep at it. All right, guys. You have anything to exit on? We're kind of getting short on time, and I wanted to go over Ford and American Airlines, but you kind of already went over Ford and American Airlines.
Remember,
the same.
Folks out there in YouTube land, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Come
Absolutely.
on. We need your support. We'd appreciate it. We love you for it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Help out our channel, and we'll be more forthcoming every day. We'll keep at this, and eventually, it will come to a point where we'll just straight stream everything we do all day long. I mean, we'll make it a reality TV show if you want, but no, we won't do that.
Don't make me edit that, please.
No, we will keep it in to where we can come on frequently during the day. Make shorter videos, or we can literally just come in and out all day long. So I mean, if you
give us feedback, we'd love to hear what you guys think. Please let us know what you'd like to see.
And if it comes down to if you'd rather watch shorter videos, we can do that too, and we can make many short videos through the whole day and drop knowledge in all of them, and give you a walkthrough of different trades we've taken or different trade ideas we've had. I'm always coming out when the market is appropriate for swing trading. I'm always coming out with trade ideas and doing a breakdown, building a watch list, stuff like that. So yeah, we go through a lot of fun stuff, and the more support we get on our channel, the more we're going to be able to do that. So keep it up.
And the more we can be here, the more you support us, the more we can be here to support you.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, it's been great hanging with you guys, and we'll pass it around next time. And it's been a great week. And like I said, tomorrow, check us out. We'll be live streaming again tomorrow. I think I'll have to talk to Creed. Creed and I might be teaming up again tomorrow morning.
Man.
And I'll make sure we get the audio issue worked out with him on our Discord channel. I know last week his side of the conversation was mute, so yeah, people had to go to YouTube to hear him. But
technology, you gotta love it.
It's putting two really great heads together, and I mean, the man is a hedge fund manager, so I mean that's pretty impressive, just in itself. And
credential, yeah.
Put a hedge fund manager and a good price action trader on the same space. Come on, that's gonna be pretty awesome.
Stuff. Yeah.
So check us out.
Awesome. Yeah, please. Well, anyways, thanks guys. Much love. See you soon.
We'll see you guys next week, and again, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great one.